All right, what's going on, Bunker Labs? This is Will Crane here. I'm joined by Natascha Johnson, who is in Atlanta. We are loving Zoom. It is working for us. Natascha, how are you doing?
I'm good. I am very good today.
You good? What tell us about you and your business.
Okay, I'm the owner of Tot Tot Sweet Spot. It is a gourmet bakery, boutique bakery and catering company. And we specialize in anything from beginning of your meal to the end of your meal to party planning to anything that's related to a party. So my tagline is, have you had your sweet spot tasted today? And I know what you're thinking, like your sweet spot, but your sweet spot could be my collard greens or it could be my red
Mhm.
velvet cake. Anything that finds you that you just have to have, we can make that happen.
Gotcha. Cool. I like that slogan. It's provocative in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thinking like, wait a minute, what she just said? But it's a conversation piece. And then it can
Right.
build on other things, t-shirts and candles and all kind of
hmm
marketing items for the future.
hmm What sorts of like challenges have you been faced with everything going on right now?
Right now, funding is like the biggest challenge. Like we make pretty good, but of course, when you're trying to go into markets as far as like have your own building or build out your own space, a lot of people want you to make $100,000 a month, and I'm like, if I can make $100,000 a month, I wouldn't be needing to ask for money, which doesn't make sense to me. So funding and just trying to find a suitable place that you can have people that will come and see you visibility as well as
hmm
that you can still make your profit and make your money.
hmm how has it been with everything going on in the world? What have been some of the challenges in running your business right now with, I mean, everybody's working from home and
Yeah,
retail shut down?
for me, I'm trying to think outside of the box. So we're trying to do now where we're changing up to possibly do like quarantine meals,
hmm
quarantine lunchbox meals. Trying to do some things like that, especially like trying to give back to the community because I think that's very important. So right
hmm
now we're just trying to because of course a lot of my parties that were scheduled for April have been canceled. So
mm
we're just trying to think of different ways to still get your product out there. So when this is over, and it will be over here soon, people are like, oh, I remember she made these great hamburgers, or oh, I remember she made these great cookies, and then the business will pick back up.
yeah, I love that. So you've been spending your time then basically just doing as much as possible to give back to others and to keep,
And then just
that's
honing
amazing.
in
Yeah.
on specific recipes.
hmm
Doing a lot of taste testing, a lot of things that you can, tweak and peek because, to me, you're only as good as your last bite.
mm
So I like to, maybe if I add this or change up a little bit of this and come up with like that signature pie, because eventually we want to get back into restaurants. Like I want to have like on menus, and in order for me to have that, think globally. In order for me to have that,
hmm
get me on your menu, I have to have a specific thing that only you can get from us. So tweaking recipes
hmm
and things like that, that's what we're doing.
I like that. That's another great slogan. You're only good as your last bite. That should be like startup 101 kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What are some resources or what are some things that you're doing right now that you'd suggest to others? Or what tips would you give to entrepreneurs that are trying to figure out how to spend their time right now during quarantine or work from home?
Right now, I would definitely tap into like local online resources as far as learning what all you need. It's a lot of
Mhm.
different local places that you have to have different. I would say um, anything legal, anything you need as far as like for me, as far as places that require you to have like certain documents or certain things to have.
Mhm.
Like I will be trying to do that. Like I just finished my SOP because in order for you to get licenses, you got to have this. So I would tap into a lot of the local sources. That way you can always be aware. So when it does happen, you got your stuff right there in place.
Mhm. It sounds like you're prepared for this in a way. Like, are you less busy, more busy, or about the same busy?
I'm probably less busy, but as far as actual things, but I'm like more busy because this has made me sit down and rethink, retool, redo a lot of things so I can have those
Mm-hmm.
things, in place. Because, especially if you want to get a storefront, for instance, you got to
Mm-hmm.
have, tanks and different types of things. And then in order for you to get licenses, you got to have specific SOPs, specific hand washing things, specific
Mm-hmm.
if somebody gets sick, specific things. In each county, each state, each thing is different. So I would like definitely tap into your local markets, the
Yeah.
local things to find out exactly what they require.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Well, Natascha, thank you so much for joining us today. That's going to stick with me forever. You're only as good as your last bite. That's
Your last bite.
I love that. So thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you can stay healthy out there, and I hope everything works out down in Atlanta.
Thank you. Same to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.